Eiichi Nijika, the drummer from Kesoku Bando, from the anime and manga Bocchi the Rock. So this is a scale figure. Again, not very, shall I say, inspired. This is one of the typical boring poses that I've described before this. Tapi because when you have a special interest in the IP and you want to say get the character, you sometimes have no choice. So it's either you wait and then there's a sense of fear of missing out for, make sure to see whether there's another company that makes a different pose, or make the mistake of buying this now only to find a better one coming along the way. But that comes the territory lah, really collecting. But yes, Eiichi Nijika. And yes, this is also something that I really like, which is Frieren. If not everybody, but a lot of people's favorite elf mage. I think at the very least, winter season 2024 got a few elves to be fans of in fantasy anime. There is another figure which I can't remember the maker of it is, of her and Fern. And that one you can buy separately, or you can buy them together because they're supposed to be combined. That one, it does look like it's on a pedestal of sort, but the pedestal is more of a magic effect. Yani, it'll be just of her standing next to a wall and with a briefcase. And whether or not this is actually part of a group of figures, I'm not too sure, because so if this is going to be joined to another base, so whether it's going to be her current party or whether her old party that comprises Himmel and her two other friends. So at the moment, I've only pre-ordered her Nandroid because I'm still keeping an eye for the best scale figure for Frieren to get. If there are other good smile figures that's going to be with her, we'll see what's going to be like. Watch this space. And now this is another anime that's worth the watch if you're into drama and not just boringly serious. This is Mao Mao from the Apothecary Diaries. I'm ashamed to say that I've only seen 4 episodes of the first core. It is very good, but I haven't gotten around to sambung because it's actually quite good. So at least she's posing in a particular way, and that's quite relevant to her character as well. So yeah, that's quite interesting. Our favorite violin teacher, Gojo Satoru, high school version. This is obviously from core 1 of season 2. Again, whether this is going to be a combination of another figure, I suspect it will be, especially with those perforations on the base there. So the best bet is going to be Geto next to him. Okay, Oshinoko. I have to say that this is one of the top IPs of 2023. I was at first clowning about it, and then I was enjoying it, and then especially what hit me hard was actually the first 90-minute episode. After watching the subsequent episode, albeit it is interesting, it's got a good premise, but for some reason dia punya cara penyampaian cerita dia yang macam seumpama sedikit documentary, when it is when basically an anime tries to explain the ins and outs of say a particular topic. So pasal anime ni pasal idol, so dia akan selit lah dalam dialog dia, social media penting untuk idol, and then they explain. So after a while, you say, okay, yes, you are cleverly putting that in the dialogue to tell people who are not aware of the industry, yada. Tapi at the same time, come on, get on with the story. But obviously we've got one of Ruby, Arima Kana, and Kurokawa Akane. So obviously these are versions, so they've called this the date style versions. So basically kepada yang big fans of the characters wanting to see them in a different manner, this would be interesting lah. No, it's like I have the date versions of the quintuplets, all 5 sisters. Like they didn't dress like that, nor were there any episodes in the anime or chapters in the manga that had them in that costumes. Sometimes they will do a yukata version. Personally, for the quintuplet, I would have loved the yukata version because there was an actual illustration in the manga. But there you go. Classroom of the Elite, which is currently being shown at, I think, season 3 or this season, winter 2024 of Karui Zawaki. I'm a sucker for kimono versions. Thus far, Furio is a company that's been making quite good kimono versions, but I wouldn't buy the really expensive one that uses actual kimono cloth, because that one will be in the hundreds of thousands of yen. But so this is what they call a furisode, a type of kimono that you wear in the winter and usually worn by younger women. So that would suit her perfectly. And onwards to the Monogatari series. I've been meaning to watch this series, but I don't know why I'm delaying it. I think because it's quite daunting. Just because I have to prepare myself to watch it. Because a lot of people were saying there's lots of hidden meanings in it. Or some people would just say, just sit down and watch it. So I've watched the first few episodes of the first season. The one that has got Senjo Gahara Hitagi here. I mean, I've got her. One of the most popular versions of her is also by Good Smile. Is the one with her skirt billowing and you get to see all manner of school stationery dropping from her skirt. Anyway, back to the figure. She's sitting on a post box. Very cute looking pose there. So anyway, I've skipped a loafer, just a quick one. Iwakura Mitsumi and Shima Sosuke, two main characters in this rom-com. Usually high school rom-coms macam mungkin ditambah dengan like fantastical elements or magic ke apa ke, or extreme comedic effect. But this one is like a real slice of life, like plain old love story that you probably see in front of you at school. And this is Salin from Dungeon Meshi. And this is the sister that is in the dragon. She's so sweet. Dia baik gila tengok. I mean, any anime that draws up a character with that kind of eyes, you feel sorry for them. They're very nice, and it's just tak seronok lah tengok dia unfortunately suffered that fate. A friend of mine who's read the manga more than I have said, I said, don't tell me anything. If she unfortunately get digested, I'll be so sad. So let's hope that doesn't happen. So, but just to say, this is Laoyoi's punya sister. Alright, Kaiju number 8 characters. Go for them. So this is the guy that got the Kaiju powers. I mean, them just standing with guns. So it's like if you want to pose them next to your manga, I guess boleh lah kot. But for example, if you remember the combination of characters we had for the Ruby anime, that seems to be a bit more interesting because people were posing in a different way. But I guess this will work. As I said, pop up for it, very cheap. Probably meant for you to just put it there on your shelf with your manga. But just now the scale figure was something like this. So that's why I don't like it when scale figures are just plain old them standing. And Demon Slave. The context of it has to be taken from what the story is about. This is another ecchi manga but with a story to it. So basically this is a commander of a squad that's called Squad Number 7. Izumo Tenka is, I think she's the boss of another squad, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think she is. Now, this is an L size, so I guess I'm not trying to be crass here, but L size with regards to the pop-up rate version. There was one scale offer that came out last year which was so appallingly bad. And another L girl, L size of Meiji Beza. Because in the anime she flies a lot, so if you got her in a flying pose or whatever, shooting spells, it'll be worth getting. Another one of Marin Kitagawa, let me just picture. They did announce a new one. I think it's out for pre-order at the moment. One of her running and her turning back to look at the camera. I think this provides people with choices lah. So if you can't afford a skill, then this is the next best thing. So yeah, provided they do the paint work nicely, this should be pretty good. Because Kadokawa obviously is a big IP company, so you'll find a lot of licenses, if not shared to other companies. For example, all my Konosuba characters, I prefer the Kadokawa versions. But look at this detailing of Ai and her two kids. This is from the poster. But it's a very pretty figure, very nicely detailed. So imagine what it looks like when it gets painted. So watch out for it. Hopefully in the spring one hobby or summer one fest to see what the outcome of this will be like. And this is Kurokawa Akane, which is another character with a cautionary tale with regards to life as an idol. Anyway, so Konosuba 10th anniversary dress version. I love Konosuba. Probably is my mistake for every time nampak single thing beli and all. But I'm trying to tell myself, it's okay, I'll pass. But these are actually very, very nice. So Megumin and Aqua. So we've got her in a wedding gown. So obviously the anniversary version doesn't follow a particular concept. So we've got a belly dancer concept for Aqua, a typical mage one for Megumin, and a bride for darkness. And sorry, I'm not being mean here. A slightly sleek version of Yun Yun in his German, Alp, Austrian, Switzerland getup. Way to go, Yun Yun. But this is dangerous. Now you're making me want to get them, and I can't not get one of them. I need to get them all. Nah, not idol version as well. Yeah, thank God. Because obviously with it's an idol version, they have to have the same thing. So that's Yun Yun and Megumin. Oh, that's interesting. Iris. She's the girl in the third season that's coming out this spring. If you were to watch the trailer, she is the last bit of trailer sitting on the throne. I saw her first in the manga adaptation of the light novel. It is an ecchi anime, Ayakashi Triangle. I just saw bits of it. Boleh lah cerita dia. But there you go. That's how it is, and that's what they make. Ta-da! I knew it. And I wonder, is that why the main character was doing what he was doing in that famous meme that we saw in the net? I'm sure you're tired of looking at her in a pink bathing suit. Remember when I was saying things about racy? Yeah, things like this. But anyway, this is Uzaki Yanagi, Little Devil version. I've not watched the second season, so I don't know whether she was already in there or not. I think this is her sister. So we've got Uzaki, we've got the sister, we've got the mom. And the mom is this like dozy woman that macam buat macam tak sengaja, tapi biasalah cerita pun they're trying to make fan service kan, and everybody's got the same kind of proportion. Bloody hell, what is Overlord? Nabral Gamma. Okay, it's the same character, but so basically Nabral Gamma isn't a bunny. Yay! Riren. So it'll be interesting to see how they're gonna do this. Let's see. Oh yeah, scale. I feel sorry for her character. So anybody who's watched the anime or read the manga, you feel like, well, not sorry, but in the sense that it's like sorry but not sorry. You're like, yeah, pada muka kau, but at the same time, like, yeah, there you go lah, I guess. Yay, my favorite alien girl. I think she's annoying but cute. So we've got Wisaka Sumire, the delectable Wisaka Sumire, or Sumipe, voicing her. And Sumipe is, for me, she's quite versatile. She does quite a lot of the more, shall I say, cheeky, not ecchi in the sense, but towards that direction kind of characters. The jokes are a bit dated because it's an old story. Again, by Rumiko Takahashi, makers of Ranma, but it's so ridiculously funny. I'm not sure whether this is correct or not, but Aniplex is obviously the company that distributes anime around Japan, one of the biggest companies, and obviously they have an online shop selling merch from clothing to figures, and their figures are not found at Ami. Only once they get resold, then you have it as pre-owned. But I think of late, I've seen Aniplex Plus stuff being listed by Ami as pre-orders. Now, the thing is, just a little, kepada anda yang lagi tak arif tentang beli barang dari Aniplex Plus. In my opinion, the best way is to actually buy direct. But the only way to buy direct is you need to have an address in Japan. And by virtue of doing that, you need a forwarding service. So there's a lot of forwarding services out there. So I use Tenso. I've had them for a long time. Because the thing is, you can buy this kind of figures from other vendors. So in Malaysia, for example, you can get somebody to buy it for you. And those people that buy for you too are pretty much either doing like what I'm doing, or it'll be the same thing with those Japanese shops. Now, for example, if there are Japanese online stores that actually sells to you to people overseas, and then you find them sold out. People could not believe. And yet, it's not sold out because the thing is, Aniplex Plus only allows a single individual to buy 3. So, I guess the person who procures the figures from Aniplex at those individual shops can only buy 3, and then when you put the pre-order via those shops, if 3 orang order habis, so dia orang kata lah sold out. Kitagawa Marin baby doll. This is just the announcement, let alone the prototype. So by the time you got the pre-order, it's like 10 months. For example, my Kitagawa Marin, the bikini one, yeah, it took a while for it to arrive. So this is going to come out, I bet you, 2025 by the time it's available for you to buy. I mean, a lot of the pre-order, and for all of you people who are particular about boxes ke apa, come on man, I mean, if it's pre-owned, it's not lah macam buka orang tu baling-baling ke apa. For the most part, it's going to be A, B. B too, because the Japanese are really particular when they look at the box, slight crease, they call it B instead of A, because, you know, like, what's that going to do? I mean, okay lah, if you are an OCD person, particular for that you do you lah, but if you are the person that wants the figure, you want to put it in your little, A, B is the next best thing you're going to get. And besides, pre-ordering it now, you're not going to get it any earlier anyway. So, but I'll pre-order it because I just like get it on time, and obviously you get it at the original price. So obviously when you buy it from a shop that actually or buys it from you, they're going to charge you a bit more because basically they not charge dia punya commission of sorts for buying it for you. But that's how it is, I guess. Now, Clay now, yeah, the Hawaii version. But by now, I'm like thinking I've got the classic uniform one. I've got the cafe version. Kurumi, I'd like this one to get. I would like to get this one. Holy crap. Oh, this is so cute. It would be better if he was actually sitting on the console, you playing using the computer. Yeah, she's a hacker and helped out the team quite a lot in the critical. Yeah. Then it was the pop-up parade version of Furio figures. Oh, that's so cute. Marcel. Now, there's a couple of Marcel figures out there at the moment. Pop-up parade being one, Good Smile Company being another one. I'm trying to find a funny one. But the only one that can wear you can change faces will be an Android, which I've pre-ordered. So we'll see. Oh, but this is cute. This is so cute. And Freeren and Fern. These are prize figures. You're not supposed to see very good quality of sculpts with them. I don't like her face. Sorry lah. What a pity. Choco no Se. If I'm not mistaken, Choco no Se are the ones that they're seated or lying down or whatever. Does that mean that we've already got the other two characters? Because this is the elder sister. Oh, sorry, this is the sisters. Oh my god. Akiba Mido Senso. Oh, watch this, guys. If you haven't, this is a bloody good anime, original anime. Very poignant though. It's a Yakuza story actually. Being twisted to make it based on maid cafe workers in Akihabara. Yeah, 12 episodes. Enjoyed it so much. Go watch it. Again, Megumin, longing for explosion magic. If this is the one that's from the spin-off, I've not watched the end of it because for some reason it just didn't sit well with me. Because it wasn't, I think because I was expecting the comedy that you'd expect in Konosuba, only to realize that Konosuba is funny only because there's 4 of them. But this one's only Megumi and the younger sister. Yun. Yes. Is this a representation of the fight that they had? But no, this one probably they're fighting over rice balls, which makes me hungry now. And of course, this is Hado Nejire. Very nicely done, man. Very nicely done. Actually, I've got her now. The Belfine version, probably less extravagant as compared to the Spiritual one. That's it. If I want to get Marin Kitagawa in this format, it'll be the Spiritual one. Oh dear, that's her as well. Mak kata my late mother duduk tekan kangkobak. Why? But you know why. But there you go. How many Marin Kitagawas are there? So make your choice wisely. So I'm not so sure what kind of pose she'll do. And if Spiritel is keeping to the ethos of being creative with their poses, I think we'll have a winner lah. Oh dear, they're making more. Gribbit, Kero, Asui Tsuyu, and Duffel Goat version. Oh, this is a bit poignant. For those who know about the story of the Duffel Coat with her and her teammate, sedih gak lah. So, until next time, thanks for joining in. Ijo desu. Mata tore.
あらあら。